This episode is brought to you ad-free thanks to all of our wonderful patrons. You can get tons of exclusive content, including bonus episodes, warm-up audio, and early access to episodes, all while helping us keep the show going by joining at patreon.com/shonenflop.
Welcome to Shonen Flop Chibi, First Impressions mini-episode where we talk about the first chapter of the series we'll be covering in depth next week with our guest, Michael J. from Weekly Shogakukan.
I wonder if he's related to Michael J. Fox or Michael J. Jordan. Michael B. Jordan. Damn it, that joke didn't make sense.
That doesn't make sense.
You know what else? This manga didn't make much sense either, so I think it's okay.
Maybe the J stands for Jordan. Haha.
Oh ho ho. The J stands for Michael B. Jordan.
Oh, it's probably Michael J. White. Anyway, I'm Jordan, and with me today, as usual, is my lovely co-host, David. Say hi, David.
Hi, David.
What series are we covering this week, David?
We're dropping in to talk about the appearance of the yellow dragon.
Whoa, I bet it appears yellow.
Oh, you'll see, Jordan.
Or does it?
What an M. Night Shyamalan twist.
And
And Jordan, why don't you tell us a little bit about this manga?
Oh god, this is fucking appearance of the fucking yellow dragon.
I can't believe 4Kids took all the usage of the word fuck in the title out when they dubbed it.
I know, it's kind of like, why even bother doing that when it has the words in it anyway? It's called The Freaking Appearance of the Freaking Yellow Dragon. Gosh darn appearance. Anyway, this is written by Tamura Mitsuhisa, ran from July 20th, 2009 to July 2010.
Never forget.
That's right. Yeah, the date of July 2010. It ran for 12 chapters in 2 volumes. So a little bit of a shorter one. This is the U19 Club.
Yeah, so I thought because it was monthly, these were long chapters, but these are like normal size chapters. So this is be on easy street this week, you know?
This didn't even have, like, the extra thick first chapter, thank God. Oh my God. Anyway, let's get into the first chapter plot summary. Enji is a mad scientist who wants to summon the great, all-powerful yellow dragon, so his big booby crush, Moegi, will be impressed and have sex with him. He has a big yellow egg, and when he makes it hatch, the dragon turns out to be a little girl with a tail named Kimidori. She can't even really shoot fire, but can vomit a weird jelly cube. Popcorn David.
He already invited Moegi to see the dragon, but when she gets there, she is obviously unimpressed. Enji tries to show her Kimidori's tail, causing Kimidori to send him flying into the egg, shattering it. Enji thinks Mogi's boobs are on his face, but it's really the jelly cube, which explodes. What? And chapter? Oh my goodness.
Oh my God.
Fujimoto was, pissing himself and vomiting about how could he make Chainsaw Man as good as this?
I think this was a big influence on Fire Punch, honestly.
I wouldn't be surprised.
He had it on his bookshelf when he was writing Look Back. Oh, man.
Yeah. He was always looking back at this manga for inspiration. That's a fact. Hideo Kojima told me it himself.
Yeah. Oh my God. Fucking, let's get into first impressions. I didn't like this. If you can't tell, I did not like this.
Yeah, what a shocker. I do want to say the art style is cute, unimpressive, but it is definitely serving the purpose it needs for the series.
Does it?
I think it does. I mean, I think I like this more than you. I did also think it was nice that the main character is introduced from the perspective of someone else. So it just felt like the author was at least putting a little bit of extra mile into thinking that people exist that aren't necessarily the main character of the series, you know?
I did like how the people tilling the fields are just like, that Enji, he's real smart, but if he was really smart, he'd figure out a way to make some big mushrooms. He should just be growing mushrooms, because this is Mushroom Village.
Oh, what a magical time.
Yeah.
I mean, so Jordan, though, was there anything you felt like you did like about this, or is this really something you're going to just hate read the next 11 chapters?
I mean, the second time I read it twice. Once just because I was assigned it, and the second to make the plot summary. First time I fucking hated it, like more than Ichigaki's Under Control, but the second time I didn't hate it quite as much.
Well, that's good.
I don't know.
You're gonna be really brave, Jordan.
I don't know what to say. I'm gonna be brave.
I mean, gag manga, it's always hard to talk about because it's usually like you can't really say how to fix it besides be funnier.
I mean, yeah, it's just like, oh wow, he's got a big booby crush and she has very big boobies. That's nice.
Yeah, as soon as Moegi showed up, I was like, there's going to be comments about how giant, because the author was like, there's big boobs in there, like big boobs when that's like plot big boobs, you know what I mean?
I did kind of think it was funny when Kimadori, who looks like, I don't know, like a 6-year-old girl, just in the background is talking to Moegi, and she's like, hey, nice rack. I don't know. I thought that was kind of funny.
Yeah, I think also when main character gets slapped is pretty good. I feel like in shitty gag manga, the physical comedy is usually the best part of it.
Yeah, because the guy you hate gets hurt.
Slapped. Yeah.
And that's nice. I'm glad he got hurt.
Yeah, I also think this was a pretty well-paced chapter. It did tell a complete story in half the page count, and it introduced the main characters and had some gags. So at least I feel like the author's not wasting our time, because it means that there won't be really any padding because he's got such a short chapter length.
I also do like how the egg didn't hatch. She just like opened a door in the egg.
That was pretty great. Yeah, it also does nothing to set up the rest of the plot of this series.
Nothing.
But, oh man, this has so much Dr. Slump in its DNA. Like, geez.
God, it wishes.
Have you read Dr. Slump?
No, but I'm familiar with it.
Jordan, that's your homework. Go read like 10 chapters of Dr. Slump before our main episode, just so you understand what I mean when I compare it to it. And probably, I believe in you, Jordan.
I mean, here's the thing. What sucks for this manga is that we read 2 manga this week that were about little girl dragons. And the other one is Ruri Dragon, which is so much better than this.
Yeah, it's not fair to compare.
It's not fair to this manga. Although I read this before I revisited Ruri Dragon.
And for people curious, by the way, that's going to be one of our mystery box contents on the June Shonen Drop, which you can get exclusively on Patreon.
Yeah.
ABC always be cashing about, I don't even know, I got 4 hours of sleep. Anyway, Jordan, would you read another 10 chapters of this? The answer is no, because you already said you wouldn't.
Fuck no. I did not like this. I don't want to read it again. How about you?
I'm going to be brave, and knowing these are normal length chapters, fuck yeah. I'll just finish the series. I want to see what it does.
It's short enough where it's like, okay, I guess. I mean, I wouldn't. My answer is still no fucking way, but I think for the actual episode, it probably won't be like that painful because it's only 12 normal chapters.
Yeah, this is really short.
Yeah, I doubt it's going to be as bad or painful as Chagacha.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Oh, God, I just jinxed it.
At least the scan quality is pretty good.
Yeah.
And so, Jordan, what do you think will happen in these remaining 11 chapters?
I think a dragon hunter's gonna show up and be like, oh, looking for a dragon. And it's like, what? Little girl? What?
Now, do you think the dragon hunter will be competent or not?
Well, this is not part of my guess, but no.
Okay.
There'll be a little girl who has an unrequited crush on Enji.
Aw, that's cute.
Is it?
No, it's not.
And there will be at least one more humanoid color dragon. Like, I don't know, for example, like, it's a girl who's the red dragon.
Ooh. She's definitely a tsundere.
Yeah, she's a tsundere. Oh, man, here's the blue dragon, who's also a little girl. Oh, man, she's a fucking yandere. Oh, my God, why is this manga turning into a harem manga around Enji?
I'm just imagining what if we mapped dere types to different types of dragons based on Dungeons and Dragons.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, and then the 5-headed Tiamat?
Tiamat, yeah. Yeah.
Tiamat, fucking all the dares.
Yeah, there we go. Omnidere.
Yeah, never forget, Tiamat became a Yu-Gi-Oh card.
Yes, the 5-headed dragon.
Yeah.
All right, and then Jordan, my guess is there will be a Gag of the Week style series, and suddenly it's going to have a plot at the very end, so the author feels like we didn't get our time wasted by reading this.
Yeah, there's a tournament arc.
Oh, God. I think Kimadori will have a true dragon form where she actually looks like a dragon.
That's fair.
And Moegi and Enji will end up at the end of the series, even though it won't make sense because he constantly sexually harasses her.
Oh, boy. Yeah.
Oh, God. It's going to be another rookie policewoman situation where there's absolutely no repercussions for being a sexual harasser in this world.
There were at least consequences in Rookie Policewoman because the only reason he was in that shitty fucking area was because he was sexually harassing a bunch of women and then just got thrown into this shitty dead end area.
Yeah.
But we were still supposed to like him by the end, and I did not at all.
I did not either. And then, you know what, Jordan, though? I do like hearing about your power words. So what was yours?
Jelly, because she makes clear jelly instead of fire, or maybe she also makes fire but was hungry, whatever. She makes clear jelly, and this fucking manga is like shaky as hell.
Yeah, I agree.
How about you?
Mine was Slump. I feel like the series, we'll see if the author's kind of into Slump. I just kept thinking about Dr. Slump the whole time, even though Slump feels like a meaner term than how I actually thought of this series, but it's just like, I just wanted to talk about Dr. Slump. It's a good series. Rest in peace, Toriyama. Real ones know that was a good work, along with Sandland.
Maybe the reason why you liked this manga more than me was because it reminded you of Dr. Slump.
That totally makes sense. Anyway, let's get into the Q&A. I want to say thank you everyone who submitted their questions. As a reminder, you can submit your question on the Shonen Flop Discord. We give priority to those who haven't had a question answered in a while, new question askers, and patrons. First of all, let's go with friend of the show, Aussie Rat. Considering all the flops you've covered, are any a guilty pleasure? Jordan, what would you say is a series you like despite how bad it actually is?
I would say I Tell C, but I think I Tell C is actually good. So, I don't know, maybe Saint Muscle, even though I think Saint Muscle fucking rules, but maybe that's part of it. Those are things that David thinks is terrible.
Actually, Saint Muscle is a great pick because it's critically not a well-done series.
Yeah, but it also fucking rules.
God, yeah, it's just the double spread of his ass.
It's so amazing.
I personally was thinking that Teenage Renaissance David was a really fun series that we thought was just kind of okay. Because it's just this stupid thing in Mannequin Piss is legitimately such a fucking awesome character. Remember when he wrote him as a surfboard powered by his piss?
Yeah.
Like, come on. How can you not love that and all of like the art references?
Yeah, no, I mean, there was like a weird incest thing going on there.
I know. That was super weird, wasn't it?
Yeah, I will say I maybe Kako and the False Detective, because like there was a lot of bad shit in that manga. I would not call it a good manga, but I really like Kako. I think Kako's really funny in that manga.
She really hit the main character with a damn bitch, you really live like this.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, she was definitely the best character of that series.
Oh, easy.
Yeah, so I think those are some guilty pleasures. Definitely, if you have a guilty pleasure, drop it in the comments in the Discord or on our YouTube videos. That's always fun to read. Next up, from Redblade, are there any questions you have for the audience? Jordan, how about you?
Why do you listen to us?
I agree. I'd love to know what you enjoy.
What do you like about this? What speaks to you about Shonen Flop? Like, what about us makes you want to come back? I'm just curious. I don't know why. Like, I don't know.
I also would love to know if there's anything we can do to improve the show. Unfortunately, Jordan being on the show is non-negotiable, so we don't need people to keep sending us that feedback saying that there should be more Jordan on the show.
I mean, look, we'll take your suggestions. We'll just throw them out.
Yeah. Also, though, my more sincere is, of course, just knowing what can we do to make people more interested in being patrons. We recently have been able to hire Dylan for more hours, but there's always room, of course, to, if we get more money, we can always put it back in the show. And it's just, really a prideful thing to be able to say, hey, we're making X amount and we have X number of patrons. And of course, we really, really appreciate everyone who is a patron or has been a patron. It really means a ton to me that we have almost 70 people a month supporting our show financially and letting us keep doing this.
Again, we'll take your suggestions and throw them out.
Yes, unless you become a patron, then we have to listen to your suggestion. That's the rule. Next up, Jordan, you're supposed to laugh at my joke. That's so mean.
That was a joke?
Next up, we have from Generic Man. You have to give a manga a Hollywood film adaptation. This can go either the Dragon Ball Evolution route or be done well. So, Jordan, I guess what major Hollywood director would you have direct a live action adaptation of a manga?
Is this the director, or is this asking what manga would we turn into a Hollywood film adaptation?
Yeah, I just thought that's like part of it is to say who you would want to direct. I mean, you don't have to, but I feel like it's more fun to say like who would you trust in Hollywood to like make this.
Damn.
You can give a sneak peek of what you said for our Chainsaw Man casting mystery box thing that we're about to record after this if you want.
Shit, I want to give like a decent answer here, but I have to go through my library of knowledge. I don't know, maybe if you gave David Cronenberg like Parasite or something.
Oh, that would be really good. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
I just realized it's not a manga, but I always thought Christopher Nolan would be able to direct a super kick-ass adaptation of The Big O.
Oh, wait, give that to Guillermo del Toro.
Oh, he would do a good job too. Actually, Guillermo would do a good job with Parasite, wouldn't he?
Yeah, he would actually.
He would do a good adaptation of Promise Neverland, I feel.
Yeah.
He'd make those demons look super cool. Actually, that's what I want to say. I want Guillermo del Toro to do the Promise Neverland and fix it.
What about Guillermo del Toro doing Jujutsu Kaisen?
Maybe. I feel like he wants... I don't know how good he is at pure action scenes.
What's a series with gross monsters all over it besides Parasite?
I don't know. I don't read a lot of horror.
Guillermo del Toro should adapt something by Junji Ito.
There you go.
He should, right? Like,
sure.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, John Woo should direct Sakamoto Days movie.
I was just going to say, as soon as you said John Woo, I was like, oh, Sakamoto Days.
Yeah.
I think that's the official Shonen Flop answer.
Oh man, I feel John Hughes would have done a great Ruri Dragon adaptation.
Yeah.
Because he really could have nailed like being a teenager.
Yeah.
Fuck. Yeah. So we had some good calls. But yeah, and then just as a note, Jordan and I are actually talking about who we think should direct in the cast of Chainsaw Man in the Shonen Drop in June as well. So it's a double feature of 2 things in the mystery box. So definitely stay tuned. I had a lot of fun. My cast is probably garbage fire. So is Jordan's probably. But what do we know? We're a bunch of millennials trying to cast teenagers.
How dare you?
Next up from ZZ Digital. Rob Liefeld has decided he wants to try making manga. While he's learning the ropes, he's asked you for a writer he should pair up with. And it needs to be someone with clout to match this.
So my immediate thought was Itagaki of Baki. I feel like that works.
Because the anatomy doesn't... I was going to say Chunchi Ito, because also you don't have to care about having good anatomy. It would just be a part of it.
Nah.
Chunchi Ito's feet.
I feel like you need to have dudes who are like stupidly muscle bound and gritting their teeth all the time.
Just get part 3 of Rocky back in.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. My other thought was Araki. I think he would do like a good part 2, honestly.
That would be so fucking stupid.
Oh, fuck yeah. It would be funny to watch him do like something by 1.
Though I've heard Rob Liefeld is actually okay at art now.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. From a certain perspective, he's always been good. It's just that, like, his style became so ubiquitous, it destroyed comic book art for the entirety of the 90s.
It did.
Actually, I don't know if I'd say it was that good because I read... Well, like, here's the thing. A lot of the manga that people point to as bad Rob Liefeld comics are actually drawn by people who wish they were Rob Liefeld. I don't really like Rob Liefeld's art that much, but, like, I feel like he's overhated.
Yeah, I hear he's also a very nice guy in person.
Yeah.
I couldn't find a contact for him. I think I tried to get him on Shonen Flop, so if anyone knows how to get in touch with Rob Liefeld, I'll reach out to him.
Oh, fuck, that'd be so cool.
Yeah, you would be so pumped if I ever pulled that off.
Holy shit. I would be so pumped if we got Rob Liefeld on Shonen Flop, dude. Holy shit. There's no hatred here, okay?
If anyone knows how to get us in touch, we would love to record an episode of Rob Liefeld.
If it was just Rob Liefeld doing that style, I don't think anyone would have an issue with him. It's the fact that so many other people were like, oh, I could do this. Let me do this. Let me do it. Like fucking Jim Lee doing all that shit. Like just like ruined comic book art of the 90s because they all wanted to be him.
Yeah, so this is a fun question. I also think he could team up with Tabata because Tabata loves women with giant boobs and really silly muscular designs as well.
Oh, you know what? My Hero Academia?
God.
Fuck.
That's 2 on the nose.
That's 2 on the nose, but like, that's his wheelhouse, dude.
All right, but we do have to go to our last question from Try Attack Zach. Who wins in a narration fight, David Attenborough, Patrick Stewart, or Morgan Freeman? And which manga would you want them to read to you?
I want Morgan Freeman to read Magu-chan to me.
Oh, that would be really great. I think I want Patrick Stewart to read the Chimera Ant arc to me.
Oh, that'd be sick.
If I have to go through all that text, at least it's through Patrick Stewart.
That's sick. Okay, I'm down with that.
All right, well, that is all the time we have for questions today. Jordan, I want to say thank you so much for being a wonderful co-host and helping with the show.
Thank you for all the work that you do on the show, David.
No problem, babe. Props to Shannon for the awesome cover art. Find her online at Illuminyatea. Thank you, Dylan, for assistance with editing. You can find his podcast, Anime Out of Context, at animeoutofcontext.com. Thanks to Tucker and Maxi B for assistance with pronunciation, translation, other miscellaneous research. Find us on Twitter at ShonenFlopcast, Tumblr, Shonen-Flop, and our website, ShonenFlop.com. We're also on Spotify, iTunes, YouTube, wherever else you get your podcasts. Come join us on the Shonen Flop Discord. Open to everyone, patron or not. Hang out with us, talk about anime, games, or whatever else is on your mind. You can even be pitching your own ideas for manga and getting feedback. It's pretty cool. If you've been enjoying the show and want to help us keep going, consider subscribing to our Patreon. Wouldn't be able to keep the show running without their support. You get a ton of awesome perks, including Jordan. What did we just drop for our patrons? Literally the today of our recording.
Well, David, I believe that would be the episode where I make you read Baki, finally.
Yes. Should you read Baki? A Jordan Forbes experience.
Yes.
So you're going to have to listen and see, am I now a Baki head?
Yeah.
Or just a Baka? Got a Baki review where we say if each arc is good or not, Baka or Baki. That's actually, maybe we should make an episode of that.
Just a one-word review of Baki.
Yes. Piss.
Baka.
If you just say piss, people know what arc you're at.
All of them. Actually, people would actually not know what arc you're at if you said piss.
You could even be listening into us live or getting episodes of Shonen Drop where Jordan and I talk about the previous month's episode, scoring our chibis, looking at the art, and opening the mystery box for a special piece of content just for that drop. As we already talked about, this month we are reviewing the first chapter of Rui Dragon and talking about our live action cast for Chainsaw Man.
Oh my god.
I also want to read out some of our wonderful patrons. Starting with our dolphin dads, we have Glornak, life is sexually transmitted disease and mortality rate is 100%. Hey, that's yet to be confirmed for me. And Rachel, my wonderful wife, she knew I was in Vegas. I told her I lost it all and she Venmoed me money so I could keep gambling. If that isn't love, I don't know what is. Then we have the Ravioli tier where you get weekly pictures of my adorable dog Ravioli. And if you join that tier, I will send you Ravioli Magic Gathering tokens featuring the Goblin Dog.
They are very cute.
They are very cute. And apparently Ravioli gets so excited at night when we're asleep. She goes outside and she starts spinning around, running around, and then comes back into bed because she has so much energy. Rachel's cousin was sleeping on her couch and saw her do it every night. We have Chris, Eva, Lady T, Matt, T, Tiffany, and Trevor. Moving on down to the King of the Forest, we have 090Z, Bandit Stoof,
my girlfriend,
Brad, Chad, Gasnake, Jacob Andrew Galloway, Justin Hefner, Kirbymon, Marty, Max Baker, Riley, Sarah Hydra, T. Wolfwood, and Tommy Boy. Thank you all, along with our Galactic Ball Federation officers and our Beast Children.
Yes, thank you so much. I love all of you very much.
Jordan, anything you want to toss in?
Yeah, I don't know. Listen to the most recent Mission Ignition where, I'm interviewing somebody who actually was an actor on vampires. And considering nobody has ever done journalism on this show, you can learn a lot of things that nobody else has ever learned about vampires.
Oh, I thought you were talking about our show. I was like, Maxi B does a ton of research for every episode.
Oh, no, I don't think Maxi B has ever done investigative journalism on the hit 1990s show Vampires.
That word hit is putting in a lot of work. That is a load-bearing word.
I tried to say hit with a question mark. Because, yeah.
All right, well, thanks so much for listening. Tune in next Monday as we give our full thoughts on Appearance of the Yellow Dragon featuring Michael J. from Weekly Shogun. They also translated it, which is really cool.
Michael J. from Weekly Shogakukan.
That's the one.
Yep, this has been Jordan.
This has been David.
And you've been listening to Shonen Flop. David, say it.
Keep on flopping, floppers.
Bye.
Bye.